everyone, and welcome back to Deltora Reviews. This is episode 3. Man, to be totally honest with you, I was not expecting this series to work out so well. I was pretty sure when I started it that people weren't really gonna like it, but it has gotten a really good response, and I am super happy with all the helpful criticism and tips that people have offered up. It's amazing when you put out so much positivity and encouragement that it can come right back to you in the best ways. I feel the people subscribed to my channel are the most supportive group of viewers that could possibly be surrounding me right now. And that means the world to me. You guys have no idea. But that's off topic. Let's circle back. Episode 3, here we go. Today we are looking at Jane, created by xxhannaxjonesxx, or Hannah Jones on DeviantArt, I guess. Regrettably, I have never drawn a mermaid before, but when I saw that Hannah had submitted one for this series, I knew it was a great opportunity to try it out. I had to do a bit of research on them to really understand how to draw them, so I apologize for this piece not working out as great as it could have. Yeah, I mean, the good part about this series is I am forced out of my artistic comfort zone, but that also means that the artwork done isn't always the best. But I feel like it shows how to grow and develop as an artist in its own way, because you're trying new things and making mistakes. So, getting back to the character at hand, Jane is a 16-year-old female mermaid/freeloader, according to her bio. I am not really sure what is meant by freeloader in this context. Maybe some clarification on that in her bio would help. Remember that the person viewing your character doesn't have any idea who they are, and when you are writing a bio, it is important to be as clear as possible with your details. I am guilty of having lacking bios myself. It's not really a big deal, it's just something to look back on. Next, we are given Jane's personality, where she is described as a cheerful, sometimes naive person. She is a chatterbox, whether there are people actually listening or not. She is easy to startle, playful, and a bit lazy. So, the first piece of advice here would be, instead of listing the personality quirks, you could use examples to describe the character. For example, if Jane is playful, you could say she enjoys visiting the beach and playing with others on sunny days. This personifies your character. Rather than just telling the reader what they are, you are showing them who they are. It creates a bond between the person viewing the character and the character itself. You don't need walls of endless text to show off a character, but little details like that will bring life into the character without the need of being extremely wordy at the same time. Moving on to the character's likes, we see Jane is a lover of the beach, as well as water toys, the bathtub, books, bubbles, rubber duckies, and someone named Luke. Now, as it is traditional to include likes and dislikes on a reference sheet and or bio, I think showing is better than telling. So, if we look at Ridgie's 2017 reference sheet on the screen now, we see a lot of text. But now taking a look at 2018, I used elements to show how she likes to hunt, care for her pups, and her favorite food is rabbit, rather than just telling it. This, as I said earlier, personifies the character, making her easier to understand and less of a design and more of a unique creature, even though she is in fact fictional. I think you could most certainly do the same with Jane by maybe drawing her in a bubble bath with a rubber ducky. It would also be helpful to explain who Luke is when you first mention him here. We are introduced to him later on in the bio, but his inclusion here in the likes and dislikes is very confusing. Speaking of the dislikes, Jane dislikes dirty water, the color green, her eyes because they are green, and Luke leaving for school. There isn't too much more I can say except maybe explaining why Jane dislikes green so much. People usually have reasons for not liking things, but we can guess why dirty water bothers her, and since she's a chatty person, being alone makes sense to be a dislike. But not liking the color green could be any number of reasons, so I'd explore that idea more. Finally, we get a short summary of Jane's background. We are told she washes up by the river and was found by a boy named Luke. At long last, we understand who Luke is and his importance to the story. We are informed that Luke took Jane home and that she lives in his bathroom, which she is happy about, and Luke might be having some regrets in bringing the mermaid home. So I have questions. Why did Luke bring Jane home? He could have helped her back into the river where she came from. Was she hurt, or did she ask to go home with him? Was there some other reason Jane couldn't go back to the river? The way it's written now, it's like Jane was taken, and it's a little awkward. It just seems a bit weird that a mermaid used to living in the wild would take a liking to a bathroom as her new home. Some explanation would clear this confusion up and beef up your backstory. We also know that Jane is happy with her new home, while Luke might be having some issues. If he doesn't want her there, he could take her back to the river if he wanted to. Or is there some reason why Jane has to be with Luke, other than just for the sake of the plot? The person viewing Jane can be left with a few questions with the current layout of her bio, but with just a few minor adjustments, I know you'll have a strong, compelling character to build a story with. Overall, Jane is a solid start to developing an original character. Her design is simple yet memorable. You did an excellent job choosing your color palette. It was really fun to work with while doing the fan art for this video. I chose a relaxing atmosphere and pose to show Jane's freckled face and her pretty tail. I had a wonderful time drawing Jane, and I might just be drawing more mermaids in the future. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to review and draw Jane in this video. Thanks for watching the video, everyone. This has been episode 3 of Deltora Reviews. There is a bunch of characters submitted for future episodes. I want to do them all. It's getting hard to choose which ones to do next. Anyway, if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Comment below what you thought of this review and anything I can do to improve this series. I want to hear from you guys. Your feedback makes this channel better. Share this video with your friends, and be sure to check the artists. All links are in the description below, including my social medias and everyone that contributes to this channel. There is a ton of important stuff. Open that thing up and have a look. It's cool. Anyway, guys, as always, have a wonderful day, and see you guys next time.